after I finished here, I was like, okay, I know that I'm definitely going to study abroad.
Mhm.
I had no idea of when, I had no idea of how, and I had no idea of where. So, but I knew that I was definitely going to study. So, I started making the research that, okay, to study abroad, what, and what will I need? So I knew that the first thing, if you want to apply for any scholarship or you want to study abroad, the first thing is just getting your international passport.
Mm.
That is the first thing. So I got that. Then I was like, what is the next thing? And having a passion to study abroad without having anyone to mentor you, I think at some point to like it's definitely affect the way you see things at some point. So, and you be thinking that can I really do this thing? Is this thing even possible at all? So I think this is not really part of the testimony, but it's just like pitching, like just something that I would just advise.
Mhm.
So anyone who really wants to, like, who is planning towards this journey of academics, I think they need to actually join a community. I think your community has really been helpful to me. Like I will still come to that, like the testimony aspect.
Mm.
So they need to join a community, and if they are unable to join the community, did you have like they should just try to have connections, not really having somebody who is there already, like just
Mhm.
having a like mind like you, like okay, I want to study abroad. Do you also want to study abroad? Like just finding a friend, or let me just say group of friends that have the same passion, so that you know because doing the research is not really easy, like it's another thing entirely, because you have to do your research, you have to check the country, you have to check the course, you have to check the eligibility, like the criteria are just so much. So doing all these things solo, it's not really something that is kind of easy. So you really need to have a like mind. And as a matter of fact, so far as you have a channel, I think that one is even solved now. Because I remembered when I joined your channel, like it was the day that you started your channel. That was when I joined. Yeah. That
Wow.
same day I was like, I was just looking for channel to join, like where I can just get information, where I can be mentored. So I had no idea. So it was so before you created the channel, like it was actually myself and my friend that we were actually doing it. So we were browsing, we were just surfing the internet, making the research, like just finding everything. So let me just stop at that and go to the testimony aspect now. So so for real, like most important thing is just believing in yourself and believing that you can do it. And so far as you have the mindset that okay, you want to do this thing, if you believe that it is possible, though you might not really know how you even go about it, when it will even come to reality, you don't know, but you just so the first thing is just believing.
Mm.
Yeah. So and I remember then too that when I before I joined your channel, then like I I said myself and my friend, like we were just new to the system of scholarship, how to hunt for scholarship. We were just new, and we had no idea. We had like the idea that we had was just, let me just say, we had no experience at all. We
Mm.
had no experience on how to write CV. We had no experience of how to write the SOP. We had no experience of anything. All we knew that we were just going. We knew that we would get a scholarship. That was what we knew. We had no idea of how to write code mails to lecturers, like to professors.
Yeah.
Zero idea. Not until we got to know your channel.
Wow.
Yeah. But before then we were actually bringing up ourselves, like we were learning online, different videos, and different people we have different opinions on how things worked out for them.
Mhm.
And I think that also matters a whole lot. So I don't really believe in you know following different rules. Do
Mhm.
this, do this, do this. Just follow one rule and make your research, and just ask questions. As you were trying to lay emphasis on the grade, then that if you know you finish with first class, ensure that you add it into the CV.
Mhm. Mhm.
But if you know you finish with 2-1
Mhm.
and your 2-1 is not really that strong, there's a way you will package it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if you know you finish with first class, ensure that you add it there and ensure that you lay more emphasis there. So I remember when you talked about that, you finish with 2-1, they'll be strong 2-1 because in any scholarship, if the 2-1 is not really strong, the chances are very, very slim.
Mm.
So, and I was like, I also finished with 2 at the end of the year. So I was like, if Mr. Lawal can do this and is encouraging us to do it, so definitely I can also do it.
Mhm.
So that was a video that made me like, it increased my morale. Like, I knew that I had this, and I know that if Mr. Lawal can do it and get fully funded scholarship, so definitely I can also do it.
I'm from the same university.
I'm from the same university. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So it's really encouraged me that okay, yeah, this man finished from my school. I also finished from this school, so definitely I can equally do it. So in general, like the channel has been helpful to me. Like it has been so helpful to me, and you know, my plan for the channel is that I even wish to even open, like, just open this opportunity to a lot of people who
Mhm.
are also coming, like, just send the link to a lot of people, at least people that also, had the motivation the way I had it then, and they do not really know how to go about it. Like I think if they have the privilege to join the platform, it will really, really go a long way.
Oh,
But I still, so there's one platform that I joined, like before I even joined your platform.
okay.
It actually, like, it's actually all these this Indian group chat, like, those Indian people, like, they are kind of, they have strong community base.
Mhm.
You will see them everywhere.
Mhm. Yeah.
You will see them virtually everywhere and everywhere. So having this platform, that talks about scholarship for African, for Asian, different part of the world, the one, like the way your channel is, it's actually very, very good one. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Now let's talk about your program.
Yeah.
What is your program all about? How did you
Okay.
apply? And what are the
Okay.
documents needed?
Okay. So first and foremost, the program is actually an Erasmus program, and the name of the program is Aquaculture Environment Society Star. It's more or less like an aquaculture program that's focused more on sustainability of the blue economy. So that's the name of the program. And also how I applied, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When
So
the
I
website,
think,
the
okay,
links,
the
everything.
website, yeah, the website, the link. So the first thing I will just try to say here is that for the eligibility criteria, regarding the program, I think it's cut across a lot of disciplines. But the most important thing is just that it's actually an aquaculture, you know, program that's focused on sustainability actually. So agriculture students can apply, zoology students can apply, biology students can apply, vet medicine student can apply, microbiology student can apply. Yeah, plant biology students who can also apply,
Is it
because when you talk.
only open for your is the Erasmus program only open for your program, or it has other branches as well apart from
Yeah,
this particular one you applied for?
it has other branches actually, yeah.
Mhm.
But the one that, because I finished with like, I hold a bachelor of agriculture in University of Ilorin. So I applied for that.
Mm.
And most of my colleagues, my classmates, I had to ask them their background. So most of them are different discipline, but relates with animal.
So now the next question is the website. Like,
Okay.
what is the website? You would also
So
I can share with them. Maybe
yeah.
they can.
So the okay, like the most important thing is just in hunting for Erasmus program,
Mhm.
like what I was able to realize so far is that the aspiring students
Mhm.
should endeavor to always check the Erasmus catalog because they update things there most of the time, and sometimes the websites to change. So for this program that I'm doing, if they go to the Erasmus catalog, then they should just search for aquaculture, environment, and society staff. It will automatically take them to where the link is.
Is it Erasmus Mundus?
It's Erasmus Mundus, yes.
Okay. Erasmus.
Erasmus Mundus catalog, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what are the requirements for this program?
Okay, so basically, the requirement for this program, the first thing is that you need to have your international passport. That's the first thing. Then the second thing is that you need to have your bachelor's, and categorically the minimum you need to have is 2-1. That is the minimum.
Hmm.
Yeah, the minimum is 2-1. So the class of degree should be second class upper division minimum.
Okay.
So if it's on a scale of 5,
Mhm.
the minimum should be 3.5
Okay.
over 5. That is the minimum. But it is advisable not for you to just focus on the minimum. So there's this thing that I usually tell people, that if you know that you fall on the minimum class, like take for instance, you fall on 3.5 over 5, the best thing for you to just do is just try as much as possible to explain why you get that class of degree, and you need to let them know that you deserve more than this, but it happened due to this and that. So you need to tell them the reason why you had this.
Did
But
you
it is advisable to just,
you tell
yeah,
them?
in your statement of purpose, yeah, yeah,
Ah, okay.
yeah.
Wow. Wow. So, what are the benefits included in this? Apart from,
So
before we go to benefits, apart from
yeah,
the transcripts and the international passports, what about transcripts, other documents?
transcript is also essential. So let me just try and say it. The international passport, that's the first thing. The
Mhm.
second thing is your bachelor's degree.
Mhm.
The third thing is your English proficiency tests,
IELTS.
the IELTS. So if you are doing the IELTS, the minimum band is 6.5, and at least you must have 6
In
in
each.
all the sections, but minimum band is 6.5 in total.
Mm.
So
Mm.
the IELTS, you need to also have your transcript. I think that one is so essential. I think that is even the number two. Yeah,
Mm.
because they really lay emphasis to your transcript even
Now this.
compared to your bachelor's. Yeah, because they will request that first, because they need to see the courses that you've done and how it relates to the master's program that you are trying to pursue.
Mindful. Mm.
So after that, you will need to also have, there's actually this in proof of residency of the country.
Mhm.
So, and I think for Africa, you can easily get that from the high court. Like, let me just say for Nigeria, if you are in Nigeria and you need to get that, just go to the high court, just tell them that you need to get, that you want to get your proof of residency. Just like a form, they will write, and your passport will be there, and they will just stamp it. So I think those are the five credentials, if not more than five that I've even mentioned.
What
So I thank
stands?
you for this question. Thanks for this question. Like, this question is actually something that I wanted to also talk about.
Mm,
So I think what made me stand out is my CV, and we will talk about that.
mm,
The most important thing is your CV. If you have, if your class of degree, if you have the minimum, and even if you have first class, like I mean, um, 4.9 over 5, and your CV is bad, you might not even get it. The basic thing that will make you stand out, or what made me stand out, basically was my CV. Yeah. Aside from my class of degree, it was my CV. The experience I was able to gather uh, before I applied. It's so important. So and I think we have to just talk about, when talking about the CV as well. I will lay more emphasis on that.
on that. So
Yeah.
when you got the scholarship,
Yeah.
how did you feel?
The feeling is always different.
When were
Always
you
different.
where were you when the email came in?
So like, talking about when I got congratulations,
Mm,
the congratulation is actually something so different. Like, it's until you see the message, that's when you really know how it feels.
mm,
No matter how I explain how I felt, you know they would definitely not understand.
mm,
Just imagine applying for different scholarships, different thing, and me getting, sorry, unfortunately we can't accept you
mm,
due to this that, different, just applying for numerous
mm,
and getting a lot of numerous rejections. And even if you even if you apply for any other one and you also get a rejection mail, you will be like, it's not a normal thing. When
mm,
I got this one, I was like, oh, let me check it again. Oh, is this real? I was really happy. Like, I was extremely happy, and I just thank God that it all happened for a reason, because the rejections I got, it made me realize that good things does not really come easy if you don't really work hard for it.
mm, mm,
So sometimes being rejected too is part of the process. So it is not really good, but it is part of the process. Yeah.
mm, mm.